and welcome to Watson News. Oh, I've just received word that last night, March 22nd, 1312, Pope Clement V suppressed the entire Knights Templar movement. Our guys are on the scene. We cut now to Watson News' very own Kaleb Fernandez.
Wow, beautiful day. Hi, Kaleb here. I'm here with Pope Clement, who recently just announced that the Knights Templar are going to be suppressed. So, the citizens, as you can see, are going absolutely crazy. There's a major uproar. Carl, cut it, show it, roll the tape.
Pope Clement suppressed the Templars!
Well, as you can see, people are rioting and going out of control. They are freaking out of control. They are so out of control. It's insane. They're out of control. This is my dream. Joined here by Pope Clement himself. Thank you for joining me, Ponte.
No problem, Caleb. I rule the military order, being religiously affiliated, such as that of the Templars, was wrong and there should not continue.
What influenced your decision?
Well, to tell the truth, Kaleb, that French King Philip IV really was pressuring me, you know? I'm French and all, so I felt loyal to him. Philip is very scary, and I don't actually like him that much.
Funny you should say that. King Philip is actually right here, and he's been listening this whole time.
Clement is a liar. I barely pressured him at all. All I did was threaten to remove my troops and not to defend him anymore. The Templar were amassing lots of wealth, and due to their ability to protect money because of their weaponry, and since other kings and nobles trusted them due to their defending Jerusalem, after it was conquered by the Christians, elite men began giving the Templars money for safekeeping. Soon, the Templars evolved into a banking class. I became very jealous of their great wealth, so I made up accusations about the movement. For example, I said they were heretics, blasphemous, and they spat on the cross. I arrested every single French Templar and thereafter confiscated their property.
Philip, you realize you're on live TV right now?
Wait, what? What's TV? This is 1312.
Oh, right. Back to you, Ben.
Thanks, Kaleb. Okay, so, as you can see, there's currently lots of drama going on. Now, let's take a moment of silence for the Knights Templar.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Now, let's review the history of the Templars.
In 1095, Christian crusaders ventured from Western Europe to the east, all the way to the Holy Land, which was under Muslim control. The Christians were able to overtake the Turks, and they officially conquered the Holy Land. As the Christian pioneers set out to then provincialize and govern their new land, it became imperative that this new establishment obtain a defense system. Under this notion, the Knights Templar were founded. Hugh de Paynes, the patriarch of the Knights Templar, initiated the movement in 1120 when he, in conjunction with approximately 9 other French knights, organized a Christian defense system in response to Muslim raids on the Christian cities within the Holy Land. This originally small and private organization gained popularity and quickly swelled to a formidable size, so much so that the Templars were eventually recognized by King Baldwin II of Jerusalem and Pope Innocent II for their work. After Turkish General Saladin successfully regained the Holy Land for the Muslims, and in the process killed all Templar knights in the Jerusalem area, the order shifted its focus to Western Europe. Following and throughout this geographical shift, the Templars took up a Cistercian monastic life, praying every day and especially revering the Virgin Mary. The Templars were divided into 3 parts: the knights, who were trained in the art of war and were the soldiers, the sergeants, who served the knights and acted as their servants, and the chaplains, who performed sacraments and oversaw religious ceremonies. The Templars lived in temples situated throughout Western Europe and funded by kings and nobles. Regarded as having great integrity, trusted based upon their past accomplishments, and given their ability to defend and protect due to their weaponry, the Templars were good at storing money, and soon the order evolved into a banking class. As the Templars began to amass more and more wealth, their enemies and their criticisms began to propagate. Several accused of the military order being religiously affiliated was inherently wrong, or perhaps even heretical. Jealous of the Templars' wealth, in 1307, French King Philip IV arrested all French Templars and abolished the Templar movement within France. He later pressured fellow French Pope Clement V to officially abolish the entire Templars movement, which he did on March 22, 1312. The Templars' property was confiscated and distributed to King Philip IV and the Hospitallers, another religiously affiliated military group that rivaled the Templars. After the disbandment, many of the Templars were persecuted and some were burned at the stake. Despite their suppression, the legacy of the Templars continues to live on today.
Now, we cut to Tom, who is currently reporting in the street.
Yes, Ben. I'm here in the street interviewing an average Joe who probably knows nothing about the Knights Templar. Hello, sir. You look pretty dumb. Have you heard of the Knights Templar?
In actuality, sir, I am a prestigious member of the once prominent Knights Templar institution.
Ah, so you're just some dumb soldier, huh?
Well, contrary to said notion, sir, I'm a graduate of the Grandiloquent University of Oxford, and I received my doctorate in Knights Templarism at the distinguished Yale University.
I've never heard of Yale or a doctrine. It's only 1312.
Oh. You see, we, the Knights Templar, though a controversial military group in nature, perhaps, did stand for defending the Christian faith and adhered closely to a pious monastic life. We especially revered and venerated the Holy Virgin Mary. We followed the Benedictine rule of the Cistercian monks.
So as you can see, Ben, this military order really did have some great religious ideals and had a resounding message.
Wow, very powerful stuff. We now cut to David, who is currently interviewing a journalist.
Thanks, Ben. I'm here with up-and-coming journalist Betty Lay. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, well, I'm just like an average person, you know, the man on the street. Saying what the average citizen feels, knows, understands about the Knights Templar.
Oh, I thought you were a journalist.
Well, I'm also a journalist. I'm here to report on the circumstances of the Templars' death. You see, King Philip IV of France was jealous of their wealth and fame. And the Templars were arrested and disbanded within France now. So he then pressured them and Pope Clement to follow him and also suppress them and the entire movement.
So, as a journalist, how do you feel in knowing the Templars have been suppressed?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm pretty freaking peeved off right now. I'm aggravated, to say the least. You see, in 1311, just last year, after King Philip IV of France made some ridiculous accusations against the Templars, a church council was also held to assess the truth of Philip's allegations. And you know what happened? Do you? By a astounding majority, the council voted that Philip's claims were false and that the movement should continue to function.
Oh, fascinating. Now, as the also average citizen that you are, how do you feel in knowing the Knights Templar have been suppressed?
Well, to tell you the truth, Davey boy, you know, I'm sad, really sad. I remember back in the day, just after the First Crusades took place in the Holy Land, it was the Templars who defended the Christians living in Jerusalem. It became so successful, popular, trustworthy, that the very king of Jerusalem himself, Baldwin II, gave them living quarters in the Temple of Solomon, hence their name Templars. Their movement grew, like Jack and the Beanstalk, and they were even recognized by Pope Innocent II in 1139. Innocent gave them special privileges to, like not having to pay taxes. It's pretty cool.
Well, it's hard to imagine that only a couple hundred years ago, the Templars had such a good relationship with the church. Back to you, Ben.
Thanks, David, and I look forward to reading Mr. Lay's book. As you can see, the Knights Templar will be greatly missed. The legacy of the Templar will continue to resonate, and they will remain venerated for their military victories in defending the faith and their monastic way of life and devotion to Christ. Well, that's all we have for you this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We hope to see you right back here tomorrow night. This has been Watson News, signing off.
Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Have you heard the bring 'em out, bring 'em out?
VIP, coming out from the VIP. Nice life, off life without Nemo. Safe on the C9. The whole city got pissed, heard he got free. That other rapper got a hit, but shouted he not me. The city on fire soon as he got free. The king back now. Raws don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall the shack now. Still pushing button to let the people back down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my back down. Mississippi to Philly,
They were even recognized by Pope Innocent II in 1139. Going out of control. Freaking out of control.
Talking about you not, now we're doing it, prick. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be.
Listen to this track.
Girl, the way you moving, got me in a trance. DJ, turn me up, ladies, this your jam. I'ma sip my Moscato, you gon' lose them pants. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Girl, drop it to the floor, I love the way you really go. All I wanna do is sit back and watch you move and oversee the bonus.
In your jeans, Ken Wale B, Ken Roscoe scheme. Long hair, she don't care. When she walks, she gets stairs. Brown skin or a yellow bone. DJ, this my favorite song, so I'ma make it thunderstorm. Blood, want it, flock of hell. Blow it, I don't care. Jessens flying everywhere. Got my partner Roscoe like, bro, I'm drunk in hell. Can't you tell? Do 70 bands that fit this stat so f***ing well. I'm tryna hit a hotel with two girls, that's why I'm late. Take this on a little pay Moscato, got a freaky. Hey, you got me in the trance. Please take off your pants.